kind of responded after the game Saturday?
Well, definitely responded in a positive way going into the Fordham game, going into our last road game of the year. So I was really proud of the guys. I liked our, they were bummed out, like everybody. But what are you going to do? You're going to make it worse by not being ready to play the last road game of the year. And I thought our guys did a really good job of being ready to play that game. And I liked how we played that game. I thought we really shared the basketball. Of course, making shots always helped, but we played the right way. We played with great energy. I thought we got a great lift from guys off the bench and all that stuff, which is what we're going to need for this week for sure.
What would be the biggest thing to Thursday's game at your pool from the first two games you guys played against State?
Well, we got to guard these guys. They have multiple guys that can make plays. They have multiple guys that are downhill players and that can score. So we got to guard. We got to. Our defense all year long has improved. We play it better now in longer stretches than any time throughout the year. So we need that to show up for sure. And we got to get after these guys. Got to make sure we do a really good job of limiting them easy baskets.
About this group of seniors and kind of what they mean to you in this program?
Well, when you take over a job, the seniors can. It's pretty easy. They could either be all in or can't wait to get out of here. And these three seniors, Chris, and of course Johnny and Justin, they've been great. They care about each other. They care about their teammates. They've worked really hard. For Chris being a fifth-year grad student to come in here, a local kid, excited to be at VCU. We're excited to have him. He's given us a lot of good minutes. Now, production-wise, people could say up and down, but he's done a really good job. Some things didn't go his way, not to complain or put his head down. He just kept battling, and it was a great example to our younger guys. This is how you handle things when they don't go your way. And thought he's done a really good job of late of giving us good minutes, and he's an older guy, so he knows how to handle it the right way. So I'm really proud of him. And then for Johnny and Justin, individually, statistically, it's their best years they've had here. They were thrown in the fire. They're missing a lot of their teammates that signed up with them and all that stuff, but how much they love VCU and the type of people they are, the type of teammates they are, is a positive. It's what you want. They've been great. And what I think has been really neat, even though at times this year, we've had some tough losses and some things that didn't go our way, those two guys, what do we got to do next, Coach? What do we got to do? They're not out the door. They're like, what do we got to do? And now here we are in March. Let's see what we can do.
You guys, I know the rigors of the college basketball season, it's a grind. Do you kind of notice any rejuvenation or fire when conference tournament time comes around?
Yeah, everybody has it. I mean, it's that time of the year. Everybody loves it, including the fans. It's a long season, and then you get to March, and the one thing I always say is March doesn't give a damn about anything else, and we're in March now, and so that's always gonna be our mentality. We're gonna still lace them up, but guys are excited and it's do or die, but that's the fun of it. That's what's great about the month of March, and we're here.
On that note, Krzyzewski told his guys at halftime on Saturday, take the piano off your back, just go play. I'm not calling any plays. Can you tell your guys, hey, look, there's no bracket bubble, there's no Joe Lunardi, just go, just
yeah.
know what you got to do.
Isn't that how it should be? Right? It's college athletics. It's basketball, what you've been playing your whole life. Why should you play tighter because of that? It's messed up, but that's sort of society and putting 18 to 22-year-olds in that position of playing with pressure and all that. Nah, it's not pressure, but the way society is, it makes it pressure. Should it be? But it is. So the reality that I tell our guys is, here's where we're at. You win, you keep winning, you keep playing. If not, we'll be in the weight room next week. That's reality. Let's just go play. Let's go fight like crazy and play and see what happens. And when we stick together and we're locked in, we can play basketball at a high level. And we got to do it at a consistent basis. But we got to do it over a stretch of a couple of days. But why not?
You say for the players, you want them to play freer. What about for you as a coach? Do you coach a little more aggressively, freer, when it comes to conference tournaments?
Yeah, I think so, but it's more about having them right. I got to have a clear mind, just like the players do, and as a coach, no matter any time of the year, you just can't hold on to the last play because you can't coach in frustration at this time of the year. You can't coach in panic mode. So we're not going to do that. It's not my first rodeo, so it's great that it's here in D.C. and we'll have a ton of fans and all that stuff. The biggest thing for our guys is be in the right place mentally and be fresh and just start flying around come Thursday.
Considering how effectively you guys were able to get the ball to Tillman the last game because they didn't hear, how much differently would you expecting to play him on Thursday?
Yeah, I mean, Coach Grant's such a super coach. They're going to make adjustments, and so we got to be ready for them to take Justin away or do some things differently to Justin. And don't be surprised if it's a different look that we haven't seen in the 2 previous games. But there's also a way they play too, and they've won some games and they've had some good wins in the league and all that, playing the way they play. So, both teams will have adjustments. You just got to be ready for them.
A noticeable change on your team from that last meeting against State?
From the first one or the last one? Well, I think from there, since that game, we've been shooting the ball better, without a doubt. I think the biggest thing all year long, the thing that's improved the most is our defense. Even though we're not creating as many turnovers that lead to baskets, our press has worn some people out. It's been a cumulative effect, which has been a positive for us. I think in the half court, our defense has improved tenfold. And part of it is just because it's experience and getting better at it. And guys that haven't played this intense man-to-man have figured it out through the course of the year. And we've just been working on it. I think that's improved a lot. And those 2 things show up this week. That's going to help us because it's different than a lot of teams play.
What's your favorite memory of March Madness and everything as a kid and as a coach?
As a kid, probably when Villanova won in '85. I grew up my grandfather played at Villanova, so we were always Villanova fans and living in Pennsylvania. I just remember being in our living room watching it with our family. We were all going crazy. So that I had the bug of basketball a little bit before then, but that really gave it to me. I was on a team that won the national championship in Division III in 1994. That was pretty awesome. That's still, way up there. And then, of course, the Final Four run here was pretty crazy. There's still things you bring up, you just laugh about, like, wow, we did that, we went through that. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot of different ones. I've been very fortunate to play and then coach in March Madness and in the tournament, all that. So it's been pretty awesome.
You know the challenge of having to win 4 games.
Yes. VC was the last to do that. What are some traits for a team to try to make that run to win 4 games in 4 days?
Nothing can get in the way of the goal of winning the game. Nothing. No selfishness, no frustration, next play mentality. Just you can't get in the way to help your team win. Period. That's all that matters is getting a team win. And if you're playing great or you're not playing great or you got in foul trouble or you're guarding this guy or that guy, you got to be in the moment of helping your team win. And when teams have that mindset and everybody has that mindset, nothing else matters. There's no noise. That's when I think you really play your best and you can really help your team win. And that's all that matters. And our guys know that. We've talked about it this weekend, and that's the approach. We're using it. March doesn't give a damn about anything. Here we are.
This week of preparation compared to a regular game week, these couple days leading up to the game.
Well, we'll really get after. We're going to practice here in a little bit. We'll really get after it today, and then the next 2 days really prepare for Dayton. Not much. The one thing we want to make sure we have legs, but we'll get after it too. We'll get after it too. So we are who we are. You don't flip it right now. Trying to be different but we are, we'll get after it today, and we'll compete in practice and really prepare for Dayton here in the next 2.5 days.
Would you look more on your seniors to kind of speak to the guys about what this next week will be like, or do you have to maybe say a little bit more this time around?
No, I mean, I think players know. I mean, they know what's at stake. They know what's coming up. I don't think we need to talk about it more. We need to talk about doing things the right way, what is really important. Having all your tickets ready before the game is not as important as having you ready for the game, or how much stuff you're going to pack. Like, this isn't a vacation trip. This is a business trip, and we're locked into winning the first game so we can play the second and try to win the second, and so on. And that's got to be our mindset, really clear.
Considering the parity of the regular season dates, and how do you think that might translate to the tournament?
Yeah, we're be curious to watch all the games just to see what might happen, because there's been a log jam in the middle for sure. But that was one thing someone asked me earlier about the league. I think there was some people were disappointed of out of conference results, but when we got to the league, everybody got better, and teams that were maybe seemed to be at the bottom moved up, and there's a log jam in the middle, and there's been some good wins by teams and some upsets and some surprises, and that stuff carries over to the conference tournament. You just never know, and then all it takes is one team to get hot for 2 or 3 days and spoils everybody. So I hope we're that team, but that's the fun of it, and that's the fun of March, so we're excited to be a part of it.